Now on the morning show, breaking news yet again out of Texas, where federal authorities are on the scene of another package explosion, this time at a FedEx facility near San Antonio. While authorities say it's likely connected to the recent bombings in Austin. We'll have the very latest.
More protection for family lawyers in Wisconsin. It's part of Sarah's Law, up for a vote today in the state Senate. Good morning, I'm Callie Greenberg. Construction projects in our area are picking up, and the DOT has a message for drivers. I'll share what they have to say in a live report.
Live from the WMTV studios, your news authority. NBC 15 News, the morning show starts now.
Good morning, and we do begin with breaking news into the newsroom on the Texas package bombings. Federal agents are swarming a FedEx ground freight facility near San Antonio after a bomb went off there early this morning, authorities saying just after midnight. So local police, the ATF, FBI, and the San Antonio bomb squad are all investigating. The bomb went off again just after midnight, and federal agents say this package is likely linked to 4 other attacks in the city of Austin by what they believe is a serial bomber. Now, in those attacks, 2 people are dead, 4 others are injured, and it does bear mentioning we earlier reported from the Associated Press 1 person was injured, but they have since retracted that, and that would be a welcome change to the pattern of bombings from, again, what police and authorities are saying is a serial bomber. We'll have more in just a few minutes.
And of course, we welcome the first day of spring today, but it certainly won't feel like it. Look for mostly cloudy skies and cooler temperatures. Dry weather conditions persist through Thursday into most of Friday, but by Friday night and into Saturday, rain mixed with snow to snow and then back to rain again. We'll continue to monitor this situation, and we could have a little bit of accumulation with that. But for today, just rather gusty winds and also cloudy skies, a high temperature of only 39 degrees. Current wind chills only starting in the teens. More on the rest of your midweek forecast in just a bit.
Hearing the siren there, severe weather is slamming parts of the southeast this morning. The region was ravaged by strong storms yesterday, which continued through the night, and cleanup this morning. Much of the devastation is in northern Alabama. You're taking a look at the destruction. High wind gusts, flooding, and hail pummeled parts of the state. Some areas reporting tornadoes. Officials say the worst is yet to come, with more severe weather expected today. And that storm will head to the northeast tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll be monitoring it. It will be the 4th nor'easter in the region in just 3 weeks and is expected to bring rain and snow across the northeast.
Let's just get it done. Let's get the job done to make sure that yet again our schools are safe going forward.
But a stalemate in the Wisconsin legislature among Republicans is threatening to derail several of Governor Walker's priorities. So today, the state Senate plans to convene for its final day of session. Hanging in the balance today are Governor Walker's $100 million school safety plan, an $80 million juvenile justice overhaul that includes closing the troubled Lincoln Hills prison, and a $100 per child tax credit rebate, among others. Now, these bills must pass both the state Senate and state assembly in identical form.
Several other bills are also up for debate in the state Senate today in what likely could be the final day of session. Hanging in the balance today are the $80 million juvenile justice overhaul that includes closing the troubled Lincoln Hills prison and a $100 per child tax rebate. Governor Walker is pleading with lawmakers to pass these bills, which have been a sticking point for his re-election campaign. The state Senate is also scheduled to vote on Sarah's Law, a bill designed to offer more protection to family lawyers. The bill is named after Sarah Court-Sand, one of the 4 victims of the March 22nd shootings in the Wausau area. Karen Barclay, Diane Look, and Everest Metro Police Detective Jason Weiland were also killed in that shooting. The shooting spree was sparked by a case of domestic violence. Court-Sand was shot and killed at her law office because she was representing the shooter's wife in their divorce proceedings. Court-Sand's husband, Scott Sand, says throughout her 10-year career, Sarah faced a number of threats.
At times, she had to be escorted out of the courtroom at the end of those hearings. So,
and this is just her doing her job?
Just her doing her job, yes. And a lot of attorneys work with that. on a day-to-day basis.
After Court Sand was killed, her co-worker pitched a law that would make threatening a family lawyer a felony. That turned into Sarah's Law, which is the first of its kind in the nation.
You know, I think it does send a message, particularly for those individuals. It's going to be a felony or it's going to be a criminal act.
It's already passed the state assembly, so if it passes the Senate today, it'll head to Governor Walker's desk to be signed into law.
Well, it may say spring on the calendar, and pretty much we say this every year. Winter is still hanging on a little bit, especially with the wind chills for today.
That's for certain, and we definitely had such a good taste of spring over the weekend with high temperatures in the 50s. Today we're back in the 30s and starting out with temperatures in the 20s. Currently cloudy skies and 23 degrees, a wind chill of 10 right now. So keep that in mind as you're bundling up to head outside. It's 22 degrees in Partyville, also in Baraboo, 27 degrees in Monroe, and currently 28 in Prairie du Chien. For today, we are looking at mostly cloudy skies, just 35 degrees by the noon hour, then a high of 39 for this afternoon with northeasterly winds up to around 15 miles per hour. Right now, cloud cover has taken over all of south central Wisconsin, but with a high pressure system just to our north, that's keeping the snow off to the west and the rain down to the south. High temperatures for today, 38 in Fenimore, also 38 degrees in Arena, 36 for Wisconsin Dells, and 35 degrees in Wautoma, and then 39 for Stoughton, also 39 for a high today in Fort Atkinson, almost 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. Just a reminder that severe weather safety spotter classes are going on, and the next class comes up tomorrow at the Darlington Courthouse from 6:30 until 8:30. You don't need to register, just show up and you can help submit weather reports to us. So our forecast calls for lots of cloud cover today, breezy conditions, and then it looks like we'll have a clearing by tomorrow afternoon, so sunshine will return, although temperatures will stay below our average high of 45 for this time of year. So your Weather Authority forecast on this Tuesday, look for mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature of just 39 degrees overnight tonight, down to a low of 22, and for tomorrow, partly sunny skies to start with and becoming mostly sunny in the afternoon, a high of 42. Now a good possibility for some rain mixed with snow, changing over to snow, and then maybe back to rain Friday into Saturday. If you have travel plans on Saturday, you certainly want to stay tuned as we continue to monitor the direction of that storm. Christine?
Into our newsroom overnight, the Monona Police Department is asking for your help to find a woman they believe is in danger. Please take a look at your screen. Police say this partially nude woman ran into the gas station in the area last night, saying someone was trying to hurt her. Moments later, the woman ran off. We were told she showed up at the gas station with a man but left without him. Police say she's probably in her 20s. She has long dark hair and a large tattoo on her upper right arm. If you have any information, please call police. Many of us know spring as the beginning of orange cone season.
So we had our Kelly Greenberg gather what you need to know about the construction zones popping up in the coming weeks. Hundreds of projects are planned. You may not know this, but in the state of Wisconsin, there are about 380 state highway and bridge construction plans that are scheduled for this year. And now that the temperatures are getting warmer, you can bet that those plans are going to pick up and you're going to see more of those orange cones, especially here on Verona Road. They say in the next week, they'll really see this project pick up. And they're urging that drivers watch for things like lower speeds, narrow shoulders. You might also see temporary traffic signs. They're asking that drivers slow down, pay attention, and be patient in these construction areas.
Most work zone crashes actually happen to motorists driving through the work zone. So people that are distracted or looking at something else, doing something else, it certainly just creates an unsafe environment for everyone, not only the men and women behind the orange barrels, but then the people in the vehicles.
And while they say that a lot of those accidents happen to the people in the car, they also want you to think about those construction workers who will be out here working just feet away from your vehicle. And they also have families to go home to. So they're urging that people go slow,
be patient and watch out for these increased workers and increased cones as the temperatures get warmer. Here on Verona Road, a lot of those things I mentioned, slower speeds, temporary traffic signs, and some lane closures are what you'll be seeing come this springtime. So definitely something to look out for. Back to you.
Good advice, good reminders, Callie. So coming up in 2 minutes on The Morning Show, we will have the latest on the breaking news out of Texas, where yet another package bomb exploded, but this time near San Antonio at a FedEx distribution facility. We'll take you to the scene right after the break.
This week marks 1 year since a man in Wisconsin opened fire in a north central Wisconsin community. Today, the state Senate will vote on Sarah's Law, new legislation to give protection to family lawyers. As we head to break, oh wow, take a look at this live look of the sunrise this morning through our Capitol Skycam. That is just beautiful. It looks like art. We'll be right back with more.
We are monitoring a search right now in Texas after another package bombing, this time near San Antonio at a FedEx distribution center, though thankfully this time no one was hurt.
NBC News reports the FBI has sent 350 special agents to the Texas Capitol, as well as extra bomb squads. Local police, the ATF, FBI, and the San Antonio Bomb Squad are investigating at this hour. Federal agents say this package is likely linked to 4 other attacks by what they believe is a serial bomber in the city of Austin. 2 people were killed and 4 others were hurt in those bombings.
And we first alerted you of this breaking news through our NBC 15 mobile app this morning. For the latest on this still breaking news, stay with NBC 15, both on air and online. By the way, it is free to download in the App Store. The Madison Common Council has until mid-April to vote on what to do with Confederate monuments in one of the city's cemeteries. The monuments sit at Forest Hill Cemetery in an area called Confederate Rest, where Confederate soldiers are buried. Mayor Paul Soglin ordered a small plaque be removed over the summer because it called Confederate soldiers unsung heroes. So the Landmarks Commission just last night decided to keep that small plaque out, but they're recommending to keep the larger monument in place, but with an interpretive display.
Severe weather is slamming parts of the southeast this morning. The region was ravaged by strong storms yesterday, which continued through the night, and cleanup now still this morning. Much of the devastation is in northern Alabama. High wind gusts, flooding, and hail pummeled parts of the state. Some areas reporting tornadoes. Officials say the worst is yet to come, with more severe weather expected today. And that storm will head to the northeast tonight and tomorrow morning. It will be the 4th nor'easter in the region in just 3 weeks and is expected to bring rain and snow across the northeast.
6:45, time for a look at your Weather Authority forecast. Look, my jacket matches the background. It's so beautiful outside. 39 degrees for a high temperature, a little bit above our average of 45. And for the month, we've been up and down, and now it looks like temperatures will be below average for the next few days. The vernal equinox occurs officially. Spring begins at 11:15 this morning, but unfortunately, it won't feel much like that. A mix of rain and snow on the way late Friday into Saturday. If you have travel plans on Saturday, you could encounter some slick roadways. We'll continue to monitor that. Then another possibility for some rain showers by Monday. But one thing's for certain, we're very dry. There is wildfire danger. We did have one wildfire reported yesterday with low humidity levels and rather breezy conditions, so please refrain from burning. And one reason for that is the lack of precipitation, just 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, and normally we would have had at least 1.2 inches by now. Strong northeasterly winds will continue to bring in that cooler air, eventually clearing by tomorrow afternoon, so we'll be back to sunny skies. Not too much happening right now as high pressure maintains the dry weather conditions. So currently we're at 20 degrees in Beaver Dam and 27 right now in Mineral Point, but look at the winds. Right now sustained as high as 16 miles per hour in Monroe, and that's producing a wind chill of 14 degrees. So starting out this morning with temperatures in the 20s, warming up to a high of 39 degrees for this afternoon, down to 22 overnight tonight, and then for tomorrow a high of 42 degrees with partly to mostly sunny skies. A 1 on our weather impact scale due to the due to the rain mixed with snow. And there's a look at our temperatures for the upcoming week. Now time to take a look at your traffic report. Here's a look at the roads as you prepare to head out this morning, and off to a good start so far for today. You can see the traffic seems to be moving well through all locations.
New overnight, take a look at these photos. Police are looking for this woman who ran into a gas station in Monona, saying a man was trying to hurt her. Witnesses reported she looked scared last night around 8. Police want to speak with her and check her welfare. She took a t-shirt from the store and fled. She's described as a white female in her early 20s, short, petite, long hair, and fairly large tattoo on her upper right arm. Call police with information.
Today, as Governor Scott Walker pleads with lawmakers to pass his $100 million school safety plan, it could already be in jeopardy. Assembly Republicans will take up the plan as is in special session this week, but Senate Republicans are drafting their own version, and the Senate will vote on the plan today in regular session. Not only do both chambers have to pass identical bills, they have to do it in the same type of session.
Several other bills are also up for debate in the state Senate today in what likely could be the final day of session. Hanging in the balance today are the $80 million juvenile justice overhaul that includes closing the troubled Lincoln Hills prison and a $100 per child tax rebate.
So beginning on Friday, foreign companies importing aluminum other than from Mexico or Canada will have to pay a 10% tariff, and that could impact a popular recreational industry right here in Wisconsin. The National Marine Manufacturers Association said nearly half of all boats sold last year were made of aluminum. The marine industry is against President Trump's recently imposed aluminum tariff because if manufacturing costs go up, it would be passed on to you, the consumer.
A cougar that's been popping up across Wisconsin may have made yet another appearance. Wow. Take a look at this. New trail camera photos show what appears to be a cougar roaming around the town of Colgate just last month. At least 2 confirmed cougar sightings were reported, and wildlife officials believe this may be the same cat.
Actress and activist Cynthia Nixon is running for governor of New York. The Sex and the City star will challenge Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo in the state's Democratic primary in September. The mother of 3, who is married to activist Christine Marinani, has also been vocal about education issues. Well, still on the victory tour, the Men's USA curling team, they're still going strong.
There they are on the ice. The hockey rink, the Minnesota Wild hosted Team Schuster in the ceremonial dropping of the puck before taking on the Los Angeles Kings at the Xcel Energy Center in St. Paul. 5 of the 6 U.S. curling legends hail from Minnesota. The 6th, our own McFarland's Matt Hamilton.
That's so awesome.
I don't think they'll ever get sick of wearing that gold medal.
No, I don't think so. You are watching The Morning Show.
We're going to go right out to Callie Greenberg right now with a check of construction projects in our area.
Hey guys, good morning. You know, here on Verona Road, we've seen the cones, but you can bet now that springtime is here, you're going to see a lot more. In fact, you see them out here right now. When we're talking about construction for this springtime, you're going to want to look out for slower traffic speeds, temporary traffic signals, also those narrow shoulders. A lot of different things you're going to want to watch out for on these construction areas. We'll have a final look at what you need to know coming up after the break.
We want to continue to follow this breaking news into the newsroom on the Texas package bombings. We've been covering it all morning. Federal agents are swarming a FedEx ground freight facility near San Antonio. This is a live look after a bomb went off earlier this morning. No one was hurt in this bombing.
And that is a change from the serial bombings that we've been seeing. Local police, the ATF, FBI, and San Antonio bomb squad are all there. Federal agents say this package is likely linked to 4 other attacks by what is believed to be a serial bomber, but in the city of Austin. So this is a little unusual. It's moved near San Antonio. In those bombings, 2 people were killed and 4 others were hurt.
I really feel for those people in those communities.
Oh, I do too.
They're all on edge this morning.
Terrifying. All of this latest information on this breaking news is on our website, NBC15.com, right now.
We first alerted you this morning about this breaking news. Don't miss another alert through our free NBC 15 News app. Later today, the Wisconsin DOT will be holding the second of 3 open houses for the I-3990 expansion project. The meetings are broken down into 3 segments, north, central, and south. Today's meeting will be north segment, which covers Edgerton to Madison. No presentation is scheduled, but information will be displayed laying out the plan for this year. The open house will be at the DOT office in Edgerton. It runs from 4 until 6 this evening.
Well, spring season means the orange cones are back out on the roads. The DOT wants to urge people to slow down and be patient in construction sites. Sites like this in Verona Road right here, you're going to start to see a lot more cones come this springtime and definitely in the next couple weeks. Now, in the state of Wisconsin, there are more than 380 different state highway and bridge construction projects you're going to have to look out for this year. They say you're going to want to watch for things like narrow shoulders, lower speeds, different traffic signals, and overnight single lane closures. Now, here on Verona Road, you might be used to driving on the west side. Well, starting soon, they're going to shift everything to the east side. So those are some changes you're going to want to look out for. Back to you.
One final check of your Weather Authority forecast, starting out with some beautiful conditions. Wait till you see this sunrise, 23 degrees right now, still some cloud cover out there, and it feels closer to 10 degrees with the real temperature of 23. It's 26 in Lone Rock, currently 30 degrees in Janesville. But for today, the best we'll manage is a high of 39 with mostly cloudy skies, feeling closer to the lower 30s with northeasterly winds anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Overnight tonight down to a low of 22, and for tomorrow back to a high of 42 degrees with partly sunny skies to start with, and then plenty of sunshine throughout the afternoon. We're keeping an eye on things developing late Friday into Saturday. We could have some snow accumulation by Saturday morning, so we'll continue to monitor that. Well, here's a last look at the roads as you prepare to head out this morning. A beautiful start to your Tuesday, and right now traffic is moving along well.
Oh, if it could always be like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Just wait for the next hour. The traffic picks up, and well, at least we'll have this little bit of sunshine peeking through today, but otherwise bundle up as you head out.
Oh, that wind chill.
Oh, the wind chill.
Let's just focus on this.
On this beautiful view.
Thanks so much for joining us. Go out and make it a great day, everyone.